What's up, guys? It's your boy Lion Salt back at it with something different. Now, I don't normally do this. I had luck. I've gone through multiple just TW, but last night was something, and I decided that maybe I should give my view because I see a lot of stuff on Twitter. Now, last night, Fastlane. Boy, if you didn't think SmackDown was better, after last night, you better. Like, SmackDown was given nothing. They're like, oh, here, we have nothing for these guys, throw them on SmackDown. And now they're delivering. They delivered John Cena, AJ Styles. Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt's great right now. They're doing good things on the women's division better. And Raw just seems like Vince McMahon wants to push certain people, 3 people, 4 people, and it's like, hey, yeah. So, it feels like to me, Vince McMahon might not have as much to say in SmackDown as he does Raw. But either way, we're gonna go down the card from last night in the pre-show. I hate Rich Swann, so I thought that was a dud, and I love Brian Kendrick. And they keep jobbing Noam Dar, which is a shame. But I guess they like Rich Swann for some reason. Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn. Great match. Could have been better. Give him more time. Give him more time. I don't know how that went. 10 minutes. Give him 15 to 20. You did not need 2 of the matches to be on the card. You give that time to these guys, you're gonna have a 4 or 5 star match. The tag team match. It was good. I'm not a big fan of Enzo and Cass anymore. They've become stale to me. And the way they use in Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson is a travesty. They should be the ones getting pushed. They should be the ones destroying everyone. They should have come in and just destroyed the tag team division. Won the tag team titles right then and there. Screw the New Day. Screw Demolition Suing. All that crap. All that stuff that destroyed the club's credibility. They're not even breaking them up back then. I mean, that happened. Cool. Going separate ways. Just make it a better tag team. Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. Went about 3 minutes too long. It was about 8 minutes. I think you can even 5 minutes with that same ending. You don't need to have Sasha Banks sell that much. You want it to be a surprise, you end the match short. But Sasha Banks winning, it sets up stuff for WrestleMania, which I'll get into. But next you have 2 matches that were total of 17 minutes. You give this 17 minutes to the match after it, and the match, and the Sami Zayn Samoa Joe match, and you have a great card. But Jinder Mahal and Rusev matches accomplish nothing. And if we get Jinder Mahal versus Rusev at WrestleMania, and if Rusev is really taking time off, be prepared for Rusev to lose to Jinder Mahal. And that is something that I know a lot of fans are not going to be enjoying. A lot. But Big Show and Rusev put on a good match. And this is another rivalry I'd like to see again, since Big Show's in way better shape. Give them a good mid-card feud for 2-3 months. Push him over. Let him get in. Rusev can be pinned now. When they feuded before, Rusev wasn't allowed to take a loss. This could be a great feud if they book it right. But it starts with Big Show starting to be dominant for the next couple months. Rusev come back, and it's gonna be bad. Oh, make Big Show heel, make Rusev the face. Because people cheer the hell out of Rusev already. Just make him the face. That's all you gotta do. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. Actually, hold on. We're gonna go back because it's Neville and Jack Gallagher in the best match on the card. Who would have thought that the 205 Live match was the best match on a pay-per-view with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe? No one? No one? No one raising their hand? Yeah, I didn't either. But those two guys went out and they tore the roof down. And honestly, I'm not into 205 Live. I mean, I think but these two have a great dynamic, and these two could be a great feud given a good story. And what that story is, and it's gonna make a great, feel-good moment. You bring Jack Gallagher, because the way he looked disheveled after the match and everything, you have him come out and you have him congratulate Neville and everything and say, "I want one more shot. I want another shot." Then you have Rick Swann come out and say, "I want the title shot that I never got." And at WrestleMania, instead of that six-way ladder match just thrown in there, you build up these three guys chasing after Neville, but Neville keep getting the upper hand, keep getting the upper hand. And then you have Jack Gallagher, who is over. That guy, that kid is over. You have him win at WrestleMania. You're organically building another small guy that people can get behind. You're given another face. You're given a face. Like, Neville is a face of the Cruiserweight division, but you need a face to be the face. But the way you keep that going is after that match, at night, after Monday Night After All, Neville attacks him, invokes his rematch clause, wins, so then you have that chase one more time, leading up for the next couple months up to SummerSlam. And you just have a long, good program of two guys who can carry that division. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. This pissed me off more than the main event did. There is no logical reason at all, besides Vince McMahon loving Roman Reigns and wanting him to be the face of his company. That's it. The only reason that Roman Reigns won last night. And if anyone wants to say, "Oh, it's because you're going to feud with The Undertaker and everything," you can have Braun Strowman win and still make that look strong. Because guess what? Roman Reigns just beat Braun Strowman clean. Next month he's going to go and beat The Undertaker clean. You heard it here first. And you think that he's not going to be a bad guy after this, Vince? You think he gets booed now? And you had to pipe in cheese before? My God. You are going to need... You're gonna lose. You lost. You have Roman Reigns win at WrestleMania too. I'm stumbling over my words because I can't fathom the logic. I cannot fathom the logic of him beating Braun Strowman first and get clean. Have him beat him not clean, so Braun Strowman has a case of why he should still be a main event. Braun Strowman, you just went against the face of the new face of the WWE, and you lost clean. Hell of a match, but you lost. Like, where does he go from this? You just took him from main event. He has to go back through the mid card again. You destroyed his credibility. That's it. Who's he gonna feud with now? Who can he feud with now? Absolutely, there's no one on the roster that he can feud with now. So I'm afraid of what they're going to do with Braun Strowman. But that's how I felt about that. Bayley and Charlotte. Shocked me that Charlotte lost. Thank God, because they backed themselves into a corner with that. Like, plain and simple. They backed themselves into a corner with the streak, and now that's over. They missed out on a great thing last night. How you book that is you do the exact same thing, and then Sasha Banks raises Bayley's hand, hits her with a bank statement. Boom. You just set up a feud between Bayley and 3 heels in Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte. And you want that raucous ovation? There's, 28 days? What you do is you do that. You have Stephanie McMahon come out tonight on Raw, strip Bayley, and put it match up for grabs at WrestleMania. Bayley wins. You get that organic WrestleMania moment where Bayley would have to beat Sasha Banks. Has to pin Sasha. Because what you do is you set up Charlotte and Nia, they beat each other out, and then it's Bayley pinning Sasha, and that wins. That's your WrestleMania moment right there. Now, the main event of the evening. 22 seconds. 22 seconds. Now, I'm going to be in the vast minority, which I like this. For 2 reasons. 1, booking, it makes sense. Sure, you're not going to like Goldberg. This is what I saw on Twitter. And quoting a lot of people, I don't like when part-timers come back and win championships. Except when it's John Cena losing to Brock Lesnar. Except when it's Triple H beating Roman Reigns. The only one that didn't make any sense was CM Punk losing to The Rock. There. The other ones, they made great booking sense, and people were okay with it because they didn't like Cena or didn't like Reigns. People like Kevin Owens. And that's it. But when you take out your like of Kevin Owens for a minute, just 1 minute, and you look at this, the WWE, Vince McMahon, he's not as good as he was, but he books that company better than anyone else could. You can go in there and you think, oh, I'm going to go book this and book that. I'm running TWCs. Half the time I'm like, what the hell am I doing? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Do something original that no one's seen. That's the problem. No one's seen this. No one has seen your champion in the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania lose in less than 30 seconds. People are talking about it. I wake up, it's all over Fox Sports, ESPN, Forbes, it's everywhere. People are talking about this. Because those people that are running this were kids in the 90s when Goldberg was big. The people with income that can spend it and buy pay-per-views or gonna go and buy the network. Goldberg fans, you just made, because of this, because most Goldberg fans are Brock Lesnar fans because of his UFC days. So, you're gonna tell me that this was a bad business decision? The men in their mid-30s, early 40s, who stopped watching wrestling because they didn't like it anymore, because it was stupid, their favorites were gone and everything. The ones who watched the Attitude Era, the 90s, WCW, they are going to buy the network, or they're going to order the pay-per-view for $60 just to watch Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. So that's a lot of money right there. Second off, the world title has to be in the main event. I'm stickler for that. I don't want the world titles going halfway through. Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at, what was it, 24, 28, whatever it was. I don't remember. 18 seconds. Road kick. Done. Stupid. You need big names, big marquees to sell WrestleMania. And this feels like a big match now. It was a big match before, but it sounds even better. And you know it's going to be better because both men are into it this time. Sure, Goldberg isn't going to go 20 minutes. Brock Lesnar isn't going to go 20 minutes. When you put this on last, you just made everyone sit through an entire pay-per-view. Ratings up. Sponsors like it. They get more money. They can do more. Talent gets paid more. They can go out and get better talent. It's a circle. And they're not stupid with this. And then at WrestleMania, when you close the show with Brock Lesnar winning the title over Bill Goldberg, that is a massive story. A massive story. Brock Lesnar overcomes Bill Goldberg finally and wins the Universal Championship. And then you just set up 6 months worth of stuff, because in 6 months, Brock Lesnar will be defending it either, again, and mark my word, Samoa Joe or Shinsuke Nakamura. And then after that, you can make the best feud in NXT in years when you come back, Shinsuke versus Samoa Joe. This sets up so much for everyone in the moment, like, oh my god, what just happened? You got What Culture Wrestling, what just happened? I don't like it. But I don't know. I understand it. Do I agree with it? Would I have done it this way? No. What I would have done is I would have rang that bell and then had Kevin Owens go out. Because you make Kevin Owens, you make, the one thing that I don't like about this, not that Kevin Owens lost, is that he made out to be weak. What you do is you have him roll out of the ring. Then you have him do it. And you have him square off, and you have him locked up, and Goldberg pushes them back, and he rolls out of the ring again. You do that. You keep doing that 5-6 minutes. And then Kevin Owens distracts referee and low blows Goldberg. Boom. So Goldberg goes, hunches down in the corner, and then Kevin Owens starts posing the crowd, and then all you hear is break the walls down. And that's when Jericho music hits, and Kevin Owens distracted. Jericho comes out at that point. And that's when Kevin Owens turns around into a spear and a jackhammer. 7 minutes right there. Storytelling. Then you have Goldberg pose with it. And then Jericho comes down. One thing I didn't like about Jericho's involvement is that he didn't get physical with Kevin Owens. You have to do that after. Now, how I would book Monday Night Raw tonight, it's quite simple. You start out with Kevin Owens coming down, demanding that Chris Jericho comes out. But Chris Jericho doesn't come out. Paul Heyman comes out. Paul Heyman talks about how he thanks Kevin Owens he thanks Chris Jericho for Kevin Owens losing. He thanks Chris Jericho and talks about their past and how Kevin Owens should thank Chris Jericho because now Brock Lesnar isn't going to come after Kevin Owens after he beats Goldberg at WrestleMania. And that Kevin Owens should thank Chris Jericho because he will not be suplexed, victimized, and repeated and conquered. He will not have to face Brock Lesnar. Kevin Owens at that point about to snap, and that's when Brock Lesnar comes down in the ring. And Kevin Owens is like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. And then he takes a cheap shot at Brock Lesnar. And then Mick Foley comes out, and you want to make an impact tonight, and you're gonna pay for this. They're gonna pay. All that money they're gonna make up WrestleMania is gonna have to make up for this. You announce that tonight in the main event, Brock Lesnar's wrestling. Goldberg's wrestling. Because in the main event, and it protects everyone, it will be Chris Jericho and Goldberg versus Kevin Owens and Brock Lesnar. You just created a great story right there. Interlock two feuds. Boom. You have Goldberg pin Kevin Owens again, sadly. And then you have Brock Lesnar end the show with an F5. And you just set up great things. That fixes that. The women's title, I already got into that. You have to vacate the title because of cheating. Cruiserweight, already got into that. Tag team, what they're gonna do is enter this foot this other rope. They're gonna do a thing where they're gonna fight, and then they're gonna go to DQ or something, count out, or blah 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 blah. They're gonna go and face at WrestleMania where Enzo and Cass win. If the Undertaker does not appear tonight, you missed out on. There's no reason that you lost Braun Strowman. Unless they're not gonna do that. The only thing that will make me happy is if, and this is a big if, and I don't see it happening, but it could save a lot, and it could be a great match, because all three of you go, you make a triple threat, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, The Undertaker. Imagine that. And The Undertaker has to win. And that's the last thing. But the last thing then you see, and this is how you make a monster. Strowman gets taken out with a spear on the outside. Roman Reigns goes up for a Superman punch, boom, chokeslam, tombstone, 1, 2, 3. Undertaker does his pose at WrestleMania, and Braun Strowman takes out The Undertaker. Pins, and you don't see Undertaker for another year. You can talk about how Braun Strowman is the only second person ever to destroy The Undertaker like that. And boom, you just made another star. You just saved Braun Strowman. But, Fastlane. Road to WrestleMania. Was it 27, 28 days? I'm excited-ish, but I also want to see how they're going to do. How they're going to bring... Finn Balor's cleared to compete, apparently. How they're going to bring him in. How are they going to do the Seth Rollins Triple H storyline? What happens with SmackDown now? SmackDown going to do stuff. This show, as much as people hate it, made it a little more unpredictable when it comes to stuff. And that's controversial. And as Eric Bischoff loved to say, controversy creates cash. And my friends, Vince McMahon is laughing because, well, you're all pissed off and going to show up and watch Monday Night Raw tonight. He's sitting in the back laughing while dump trucks of money go up to his house in Stamford, Connecticut. Because he got everybody talking. And that's all Vince McMahon cares about. Whether you understand me, you're pissed off, and everyone gets it. But Vince McMahon did his job. You say that he's out of faith, but what wrestling is get a reaction out of the crowd, and everyone did that. I haven't seen people this mad since Survivor Series. But I'm here to say it's not the end of the world, and Kevin Owens will be back. Everything will be right as rain. Goldberg will be gone after WrestleMania, and everything can go back to the way it was. But for another 20-something days, you just gotta sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride on the road to WrestleMania. Now that's just a thought from one fan. In the comments if you agree, if you disagree. But anyway, guys, that's it. Peace out.